Hey guys, it's Brandon of Happily Dressed, a fashion blog dedicated to self-acceptance, self-confidence, and self-sufficiency, and welcome back to the channel. I left my tripod at home so you guys get this crazy angle of my studio, but I did light a candle back there to set the ambiance for you. Today I wanted to do a video that I've been trying to plan for a while. It's pretty simple, but I think it can also be very helpful. But how you can thrift fabrics. So I know a lot of you guys have seen my big fabric stash over here, and I will say 80% of that, if not 90, is thrifted. Thrifting your fabric is a great way to be sustainable, unique, and I think it's a great challenge for trying to adapt to a pattern or print that you found at the thrift store and thought was interesting. Now I also know secondhand shops can be different depending on what state, country, continent you live in or live on, but this is based on what you can find here in the United States, but more specifically Georgia. So yeah, I'm showing you the sections where I find most of my fabric. I'm giving away the secret. Do me a favor, leave some fabric for me if you live in Atlanta. Thank you. But let's get right into it. So starting off, we are at my favorite place, and that is Goodwill. Once you go in, you're gonna wanna look for the linens section. When you walk over there, you should see bedding, pillows, sheets, duvets, and all that jazz. And usually that is where they would keep any spare fabric that they've had. This was actually a really fun one that I thought would make really cool overalls. I love the consistency of it. This was a nice heavyweight linen. For all those who like to make like blanket jackets, that would have been perfect. This was a really nice linen that I almost bought. And even here where you'd find bedding, you can find little rolls of fabric, whether they be sheets originally or actual fabric. A lot of blankets for those who like those blanket pants that you've been seeing around. A lot of blankets. And then even here, you see they actually have spools of fabric, I guess spools, but this is where you'd find the actual rolls as well. But that was actual fabric. Next, we went to Value Village, another one of my favorites, to show you where I'd find my fabric there. So a good tip is to also look at what color of the day is half off, because that's often my litmus test on whether I should buy something that I'm on the fence about. If it's the color of the day, I'll buy it. So we're gonna venture over into households, and that's where you'll find, just like Goodwill, all the drapes, blankets, duvet covers, all that good stuff. And you just kind of take your time and you look around to see what works for you. These would have made great pants. This would have made a great and soft tank top. It was such a soft bed sheet, but had a nice structure to it that didn't make it feel cheap. This would have been great for a puffer jacket. If you've seen with Wendy's video where she turns a sleeping bag into a jacket, that's what I was thinking about with this. I am a fool for buttons. I love great buttons, especially when it's attached to a beautiful design. A lot more crochet things for those who like to make crochet pants, shirts, tanks. You could just start with something that's already done. Unfortunately, I didn't find anything there that really stuck out. Next, we took a trip to another Goodwill. I have two by my house, and you know what I did? Went straight to the linen section. Over here is where I find a lot of rolls of fabric for some reason. I guess people donated to this Goodwill a lot more. But even here, you can see the price is pretty inexpensive, $3.99 for that. It was pretty nice. This was awesome. I had to pick it up. I bought it. Spoiler alert, I bought it. Wherever you find pillows, know that you're in the right place and just start digging. There's also a lot of yarn and thread too for those who like to crochet. You get a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, just start digging and looking around, and hopefully you'll find what you need. And also on the other side of this one, all the drapes, duvets, and things like that. And I actually almost bought this one the other day and tried to make a fun fall button up, but the fabric was a little too stiff. And then on the other side, they have more things as well, like pillowcases. This was really cool, a great print and a great fabric. I just didn't have a vision for it, so I didn't pick it up. This was a nice flannel sheet, which could have made a great something. Just didn't have an idea for it, and I already had too much fabric anyway, so I had to put it back. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that there's plenty of options around you for what you can use as a beginner sewer to try out and hone your skills. This is me showing you that I walked out with that camo fabric. So I just made a pit stop home to wash the fabric. Always wash your fabric once you buy it so you don't forget, just because it can have a variety of smells or stuff going on with it. But there's actually so much of this bad boy too. I'm gonna show you when we get back to the studio. Hi, Wadybug. A ladybug just landed on the window. Alright, so I am back from coming home and washing that fabric. Let me show you how much it is. It smells so good. But we have all this fabric and it was just what, $3.99? Sucks it wasn't the color of the day. And this is still folded in half, so I can unfold it even more. But all of this, and I really like this camo fabric. I bought some rib knit for my last video thinking that I was gonna do a rib knit collar for the pullover that I drafted, but I ended up not doing it. It's gray, but I thought it looked so good with this if this was either a hoodie, some kind of other half zip hoodie, because I recently bought this McCall pattern from Joann's, and it was great because they were having a $1.99 pattern sale, and this is normally $20, and I got it for $2 because I've been wanting to make a hoodie because I only have one, that's this one, and my brother takes all my other ones. So I thought I'd start making my own, so if I can use this to make that, then you'll find out in next week's video. But yeah, that is the end of this week's video. I wanted to give you guys a peek into how I find most of my fabrics, the sections that I find them in, and where you can find them for yourselves. And if you don't have Goodwill or Value Village where you live, check out your secondhand shops, but still look at the linen sections, the drapery sections where they keep their pillows and stuff like that, and bed sheets, because you are bound to find something cool and interesting. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right down below if you want to see more videos like this one, including sewing content for me as well. And until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys later. Also, aren't we like digging the fit today? I'm like wearing my 3 most worn items in my closet all together, and I think I have found my ultimate everyday outfit. It's my jumpsuit with my Harley Davidson boots, my green hoodie I always wear, and my beanie I always wear, and I am so satisfied.